August 30th, 1955, a lead rocket engineer named Sergei Korolev managed to get the Soviet Academy of Sciences to create a commission whose purpose was to beat the Americans into space, kicking off the start of the space race. The Soviets launched their first rocket into Earth's orbit on October 4th, 1957. This was the Sputnik, Russian for explorer. Sputnik was the first man-made satellite put into space. Sputnik 2's mission was to bring the first animal into space, which they succeeded with a dog on November 4th, 1957. The dog's name was Lakai. Sadly, there was no plans for the dog to return to Earth. Lakai perished of heat and stress. Sputnik 3 was launched with only scientific instruments on January 31st, 1958. The Sputnik program continued until 1988 with the final launch of Sputnik 41. A man named Yuri Gagarin was the first man in space in the spacecraft named Vostok on March 21st, 1961. A year later, the Cuban Missile Crisis on October 16th through the 28th of 1962 was a direct and dangerous confrontation between the U.S. and the Soviet Union during the Cold War. The U.S. failed to overthrow the Castro regime in Cuba with the Bay of Pigs invasion. The Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev reached a secret agreement with Fidel Castro to place the nuclear missiles in Cuba to deter any future invasion attempt. Sputnik 1 carried a radio beacon that beeped at regular intervals and could, by means of telemetry, verify exact locations on Earth's surface. The U.S. Cold Warriors suggested that this was a way for the Soviets to obtain targeting information for their ballistic missiles, but Sputnik 1 already fell from orbit 3 months after the launch on January 4th, 1958. Towards the end of the space race, NASA started the Mercury project.